So you've found a strata property in Prince George that checks every box. The price is right, the location is great. You already pictured yourself settled in. But here's something a lot of buyers don't think about until it's too late. There's a whole layer of rules governing what you can and can't do once you own that unit, and some of those rules can seriously affect your lifestyle. I'm talking about bylaws, strata rules, rental restrictions, age limits, and a form most landlords have never even heard of. By the end of this video, you'll understand all of it clearly so you can walk into your purchase fully informed. Let's get into it. Beyond the physical walls, strata ownership introduces a hidden layer of governance that most buyers completely overlook. It dictates your lifestyle, your rental potential, and your financial liability. Perfect price, ideal location, and great layout, all of that matters. But if you don't understand the rule book that comes with the building, you can end up with a purchase that doesn't work for your life. Most buyers don't think about all these rules until it's too late. That's exactly what this video is here to fix. Let's start with the basics, because these two words get mixed up constantly. Think of it this way: rules govern the hallways, bylaws govern the home. Bylaws are the foundation. They control strata lots and the common property. Every strata in BC must have them. To change a bylaw, you need 75% supermajority vote of all eligible owners. And they must be formally filed at the Land Title Office to be enforceable. If they are not filed, they don't hold up. Rules are less formal. They cover the use, safety, and condition of common property, parking, the gym, the hallways. And here's the key limit. Rules cannot regulate what you do inside your actual private strata lot. The strata council can change rules on their own with no owner vote required. That's a very different threshold than a bylaw change. Now let's talk about how voting actually works, because it directly affects how much influence you have in the community you're buying into. Voting is tied to the lot, not the number of owners on the title. Co-owners share a single vote, so one strata lot equals one vote. For regular AGM business, annual general meetings, a majority is all you need. To change any bylaw, you need 75%. That's a high bar, and that's by design. Here's one most buyers don't know. If you own 20% of the shares in a strata, you can demand in writing that the strata hold a special general meeting to consider a specific resolution. That's real minority power if you ever need to push for change. And the golden rule that applies to every general meeting: the strata must give 20 days written notice in advance. That's not optional. Here's a clear picture of what the strata corporation can and cannot do. On the enforceable side, the strata can create rules for common property. It can absolutely prohibit short-term rentals like Airbnb and Vrbo. It can sue individuals who owe the corporation money, and it can register a formal lien against a strata lot for unpaid strata fees. On the hard limit side, it cannot register a lien to collect an unpaid fine. Fine and fees are legally distinct, and it cannot screen, vet, or approve long-term tenants. Vetting renters remains entirely the landlord's jurisdiction. This one surprises a lot of people, so let's be precise about it. At the strata level, a corporation cannot unilaterally force the sale of your lot on its own authority. That's the baseline. But here's the nuance. If an owner severely breaches bylaws, accumulates massive unpaid fees, or creates an unmanageable hazard, the strata can petition BC Supreme Court. Only a judge can order a forced sale. It's a rare legal remedy, but it exists, and it provides the ultimate enforceability of strata law. So it's not that you're not fully protected no matter what you do. It's that the strata has to go through the courts to get there. Understand the distinction. This slide is specifically for downsizers and families helping a parent relocate to Prince George. Pay close attention here. Under the BC Human Rights Code, a strata can legally pass a bylaw requiring at least one resident in the lot to be 55 years of age or older. That's the legal standard, and it is fully enforceable. But here's the crucial nuance. 55 plus is not the same as adults only building. Those are completely different things. Read the exact wording of the bylaw before you commit to that property. Don't assume. And the grandfather shield. If you are already residing in the strata lot when an age restriction bylaw is passed, it does not apply to you. As long as you continue to reside there, the bylaw cannot force you out. You are protected. Let's talk about investments. If you are buying a strata unit as an investment in Prince George, this slide is for you. On short-term rentals, the strata's power is absolute. Stratas can legally and fully prohibit Airbnb and Verbo. If the bylaw bans it, it is fully enforceable. Check before possession day, not after. On long-term rentals, the strata's power is limited. While stratas can impose some operational restrictions, they cannot screen or approve tenants. Vetting renters remains entirely the landlord's jurisdiction. The strata does not get to decide who lives in your unit. Form K. Here's a detail that catches landlords completely off guard, and it costs them real money when they miss it. Day 1, the tenancy starts. The landlord must provide the tenant with the current bylaws and rules. Step 2, the tenant signs Form K, the notice of tenant's responsibilities. And step 3 is the deadline. Form K must be submitted to the Strata Corporation within 2 weeks of move-in. Miss that deadline, and here's what happens. The tenant can legally walk away and end the tenancy, penalty-free. And the landlord may be legally on hook to pay the tenant's moving expenses up to a max of 1 month's rent. If you own a strata rental unit anywhere in Prince George, build this into your process. Get Form K signed and submitted every single time. One more area worth covering quickly because it does come up. The baseline law in BC, adults 19 and older can legally possess 30 grams of dried cannabis and cultivate up to 4 plants in their residence. 2 conditions apply. The plants cannot be visible to the public and no part of the residence can be used as a daycare. The strata friction here is a strata council that tries to unduly restrict a resident's use of medical cannabis may find itself in conflict with the BC Human Rights Code. There's a landlord action item. If you want to restrict cannabis use or cultivation in your unit, do not rely on strata bylaws to do that job. Explicitly write the restriction into your personal lease agreement. That's where it's enforceable. So let's summarize. Before you write any offer on strata in Prince George, run through these 4 questions. Governance validation. Have you read the official bylaws filed at Land Title Office, not just the informal common property rules? Lifestyle fit. Are there 55 plus requirements that could complicate your family's living situation down the line? Investment security. Is the Airbnb explicitly banned? Do you have your Form K process ready for long-term tenants? And the financial health. Are there existing liens against the lot for unpaid fees or improper liens for fines? Protect your lifestyle by reading the legal blueprints before you buy the building. Navigating the Prince George real estate market doesn't have to be stressful. I have free seller's guides if you're planning to list and a relocation guide for anyone moving to Prince George. But if you're looking to buy and want more tailored information, ask for my home buyers program. On top of the buyer's guide, I'll send you exclusively weekly videos and emails to walk you through the process step by step. Just comment the word guide below. Tell me which one fits your situation, and I'll send the link right over. And when you're actually ready to look at homes or list your property, the easiest way is to call, text, or email. All those details are in the description. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.